Hey everybody, how you doing? My name is Nate. For those who know me and those who don't, I ask that the Lord blesses my tongue as I tell you guys this, and I'm gonna go ahead and get started. This is August 3rd, 2018 on a Friday. It says I'm at home with my kids. I'm in the living room. I see bugs coming out of the walls. I follow the roaches coming out of the walls while spraying them with Raid as my daughter watches. There's a large bug, almost like a large roach. I kill it with Raid. Now another comes from behind the couch and gets into a navy green backpack. It's a backpack with a shell of a roach and lobster claws. It's about 1 to 2 feet long and about 1 foot wide. Now my son goes into the backpack and takes his stuff out. I start talking to my son about the monster bug I start talking to my son about the monster bug that's inside or outside. Now my son gets his stuff and he leaves. The monster bug falls out of the backpack and it dies. Now we're all getting ready to go. We're all getting ready for bed. So I walk through the house checking the doors to make sure the doors are locked. I call out to my son to make sure the back door is locked. So I'm checking from the living room to the back room. Now the kids left all the lights on, so I tell them, don't do that anymore. Turn off the lights. So I guess the Lord is saying, turn off the lights in the home. Okay. So I go to the back room where the kids are, which looks like another living room. So I check the sliding door to my left to make sure that it's locked. I look through my sliding door into the backyard and I see a kid in my backyard, and this kid looks exactly like my son. It could be his twin, an exact image of my son. So the kid stays outside. The kid stays outside all night in the backyard in the darkness. The kid is fine with it, which is odd to me. Now he comes to the sliding door and he tries to open it, and it opens. So he tells me about a bar that I could put on the sliding door to keep the door closed. Oh, now I get it. Okay, so he tells me about a bar that I could put on the sliding door to keep the door closed. So I lock the door, but it keeps sliding open. So the third time, I check it so that it won't open. So I check it and it won't open. So I look out the sliding door, and now this kid is a ways back. He's a ways back, but still in the backyard, but on a swing. He's swinging. I feel some kind of way. So I tell the kid that he can come inside so that he won't have to be in the backyard, even though I know that I shouldn't let him in. I know that this is a bad thing, and shouldn't be. I know this is a bad thing, and I know that he shouldn't be allowed inside the house. Not at all, not ever. Now I'm driving a car, and it's my son's white car. And I'm trying to drive it somewhere. I have to get it somewhere, but I'm not sure where. So I speed past the police and another car. I slow down, but I keep going. So I may have passed the car that was in front of me, but off to the side of the street, which is my son's car also, which was weird because I felt like that car belonged to my son also. But also the car that I'm driving is my son's as well. So I start pushing other cars off the street into ditches with my son's car. So I make a U-turn and I go back to my left in the direction that I came from, but on the middle of the road, like the median or whatever, where the grass is. So I see a police car, the officer standing outside, and he flags me down. So I drive to him in the median of the street, and he says, "Hey." And I say, "Me?" He says, "No." So I get out of the car. He tells me to put something on and points to the jumper hanging from, and then he points to the jumper hanging from the sign. Now there's a sign. Now on this sign, there's a man that looks like he's jumping over a bridge or jumping over something, okay? So, he points So he tells me to put something on and points at the jumper hanging on the sign. So I walk to it and grab it. So I explain to him, I'm just trying to get my son's car to where it needs to go. He tells me something about being outside late at night. He tells me, look at all the crazy, he tells me, look at all the crazy stuff that's going on. So he points and I look to see a large headstone about 50 feet wide and about 25 to 50 feet tall, rising from the ground. So I look into the sky to see many spirits, ghosts, to see many spirits or ghosts, and they're flying through the sky. It's so many of them. Now there's an old man and he tells me, and this is what the old man said, y'all. At night, don't go outside because the spirits roam. Don't go outside at night. So I look around and the spirits are coming. They're flying through the sky and through the large gravestone, the large headstone, as well as through the middle of the large grave or the large headstone. And it's night. So don't go outside at night, or don't go outside at night and don't let anything inside. Don't go outside and don't let anything inside the homes at night. So basically what the Lord was saying is things are going to come to your door and they're going to look like people you know. They're not those people. So if somebody comes to your door and it looks like someone you know and they're coming at nighttime, it's not who you think it is. These people come to deceive you, or these, not people, but the dead, or these bad spirits. They're bad spirits. They come to deceive you and they come as people you know. God says, don't let them in. Even though you're going to want to, because I wanted to let that little boy in because he was a little boy and I didn't want him outside at night. I wanted to keep him safe, but at the same time, I knew that I shouldn't let him in. He should never be inside, ever. I knew that. Never, ever, ever should that little boy be inside of my house. You know, he looked like my son. So the Lord was saying, hey, these people are going to look like people you know, but don't do that. And it never dawned on me because where I am now, I have a sliding door. And the lock was kind of messed up on it. And the fact that he said put a bar there to keep people from coming in, it dawned on me just when I got through reading it. And I was like, oh, put a bar there. And it's crazy because I have that bar to not let people in or whatever. So I'm just going to put that there. But my whole mind frame is if they coming in, they sure wasn't getting out. Not here. Not with me. If they came in, they wasn't getting out, period, point blank, but I'm going to do that. But God was basically saying, hey, don't let nothing in. It might look like your son. That's not your son. Don't open the door. Don't let him in. So if somebody comes to your house tonight, don't do that. There's bad spirits roaming and they're out throughout the night. And I got to tell you, I got to be honest with you because I drive home. I go to work sometimes early in the morning, sometimes I go in the evening, or sometimes I come home late at night or whatever. Now, during those times I come home, I know it's something bad that's literally attracted to me. And it's trying to get me. It's trying to knock me out the way. It's trying to kill me. I know this. I pray on my way to work. I pray on my way home. And I pray hard. I tell my Father all the time, Lord, I say, Father, allow me to make it home to my kids. Allow my kids to make it home to me. Allow us to make it to each other. So at night, bad things wrong. Bad spirits, they come as people who you think are those people. Some people have bad spirits attached to them. You just don't know. You just don't know. But I don't know how important it is for me to tell people that what I saw, it wasn't just a few spirits here, a few spirits going through the headstone, a few spirits just flying around. They came in abundance. They were freaking everywhere. And when I mean everywhere, they was all over the place. And they came in a huge group, almost like an army of bad spirits. And I saw them flying through the sky, flying through the headstone. I seen majority of them flying through the middle of the headstone. Death. I want you guys to understand that death, the spirit of death, bad stuff or whatever, it may not be the spirit of death, but it's bad spirits. These spirits come. You don't need to be outside at night because God's saying, hey, crazy things happen at night. Crazy things happen because our spirits are out at night. They do things. So that's why I pray to my Lord that I'm hoping my blessing come through immediately because, hey, honestly and point blank, I'm trying to get up out that darkness. For real. I don't deal with the dark under any circumstances, can barely even see in it. But I pray that the Lord blesses me. I do. Because I know my God is a good God. My Father is a good God. And everything good comes from Him. There's nothing that in your life that you've been blessed with that it has not come from the Father. But I'm finna go ahead in this one because I got to go to the bathroom. I love you guys. I love you. Bye.